Frankie is in Chicago. You're on Free Talk Live. Frankie.
Hi, how you doing?
Great. Go ahead with your thoughts, Frankie.
Good. What do you think as far as not just a question, but it's kind of a statement I'm making? Ukraine, all that kind of stuff going on. Somalia, you got the Iraq, you got the Syria problems. Meanwhile, they were in the government right now. They going to court for war crimes. Who are we going to be helping here? Kind of like we can't help anybody. It's kind of like we got to go in there and just clean house. It's not up. What do you think about that?
Who's going to go clean house and where?
Well, somebody has to clean house and go, take out these infidels, don't you think?
What do you mean by clean house?
Is this just sort of this obtuse caller night as far as the last two segments have gone? You're being very nebulous with what you're saying. Are you saying that you want the U.S. military to go into certain Middle Eastern countries and exterminate people? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm trying to see what kind of border patrols. Also, what do you think? I'm trying to get your guys' information. What do you guys think? Because I'm
sorry. It sounded like you were talking about other countries there for a moment and cleaning house. Now you're talking about border patrols?
There's so many issues we could talk about.
Why don't you pick one?
Let me see here. One would be, whose side are we going to pick? Like,
I'm not picking anyone's side. Why do I have to pick a side?
So what do you do then? I don't understand. Like, what do you do? Just watch it on the news?
Watch what on the news?
Remember, I'm just a regular guy sitting and watching this. I just came across your radio show.
Well, a lot of people are going to choose one side or the other and be like, oh, I agree with this point or I agree with that side. But they're not going to be going out from their houses, taking a plane, going to whatever country they support, and, like, arming up just to support that cause. Like, that's not what people do.
I'm not interested in supporting the killing of people around the world, and I'm not interested in supporting the imprisoning of people within this country. So that should make it pretty clear what my position is. What's yours, Frankie?
I get you, because politically that's how you stand. I'm sorry. Well, I'm looking at it more as like a humanitarian thing. People are dying right now.
Well, you don't go and solve humanitarian problems by killing more humans, do you?
Oh, but it's not. I didn't say the word killing. So you keep on putting words in my mouth. I meant religiously also, because this is also so-called a religion.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you say things like clean house or whatever, that sort of has the flavor of exterminating populations. So what would you like to see happen over in the Middle East or at the border or whichever issue you want to pick? Go ahead.
It's not what I would like to see.
Yes, it is. That's why I asked you.
I'm just, from watching media and watching news and all kinds of stuff, I kind of have an inclination that from what's going on and, the media, how the media plays into it, and how they're popping up with different areas in the world, like Somalia.
Who's popping up with different areas of the world?
Do you watch the news? Do you watch the news?
Hell no. Who's popping up? You said someone's popping up. They are popping up. Who is they?
I'm sorry. You know what it is? I'm thinking that you watch the news like I do. And
I don't watch television. I don't even have television. Do you guys watch the news?
No, I read a lot of news, but I don't watch the news.
The problem is, Frankie, if we can't communicate, we can't have a conversation. And so far,
you're right.
Your call has been very hard to understand. When you say they are popping up in other countries, what do you mean?
I've been doing a lot of research on, I'm watching the news, and I'm like, okay, how much is this real? Because sometimes I've watched, let's say, for instance, the Discovery Channel, Nat Geo, which is supposed to be credible information for young individuals. Then I come to find out that they're making documentaries that are absolutely fake, but to the rear eye, but to the naked eye.
Thanks, Frankie, for the call tonight. Sounds like you're all over the place, just like our last caller. I don't know if there's a club of people who can't communicate.
I think it was the same person calling under two different names.
That call was on. There was two calls were on hold at the same time. I suppose he could have had two phone lines open.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to Nathan in Texas. Nathan, can you make sense? Go ahead.
I hope so.
Okay, good. I hope it's not something in the water or a full moon or something like that.
Nathan generally makes sense.
Yes, that's why I was hoping that he would be able to make sense. If Nathan is not making sense, then something is really wrong.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right, then you'll know it's time to retreat to the concrete bunkers.
Yeah.
So,
well, at least you admit it.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.